Mirë se vini miq në Real People. Është ky takimi jon i radhës për të mbledhur në një kryeqytet siç është Tirana, të cilin shpesh ne e kemi në përditshmërinë tonë, e kam unë, e ka stafi që ne xhirojmë, por jo shumë shpesh në fakt për të regjistruar Real People ose për takuar personazhe. Tashmë Tirana është bërë qyteti i shumë të huajve edhe duke se të bashkon zemra edhe me ata të cilët vinë për ta vizituar, për të takuar, për të punuar në Tiranë. Edhe kam kon fakt që nuk kam sjell një personazh i cili të jetë i huaj. Megjithatë, si gjithmonë dua t'ju ftoj në hapjet programit që të më shkruani në rrjetet sociale për të propozuar personazhe të vërtet, ata të cilët kanë shumë për të na thënë, sepse gjithsecili prej nesh ka nga një histori të bukur. Sot do takoj një vajzë e cila është me origjinë nga Rumania, edhe e takova në Tiranë. E para njëherë zgjodha që t'isha kështu i veshur me ngjyra sa më të thata, sepse ajo shpërthen shumë ngjyrshe. Po ndërkohë nga ana tjetër, mora kafen time dhe thash do bëjmë një bisedë si dy miq, ti do më tregosh pak nga ky realiteti jot në Rumani dhe nga karriera jote. Dhe do bëj një ecejake tonën ku do ulemi ndoshta edhe për të pirë këtë kafen diku, edhe të flasim gjëra të bukura, interesante, se si njeriu duhet guxojë në jetë, edhe se si mendjen e tij duhet ta çojë për të zhvilluar. Kështu që dua t'ju prezantoj me Alinën. Alina, come here.
Hi.
So, I was just explaining that basically I don't usually have so much foreigners on Real People. Know that you are not real. You are more real than anyone. But it makes our work sometimes easier,
Yes.
but now it makes even beautiful.
Oh, you're
Cheers.
so
We
kind.
don't do cheers in Albania with coffee.
We don't. But
You don't,
should we?
You don't in Romania too?
Yeah, I think we should.
Why?
I don't know, because it's
Bad luck?
morning. No, it's good luck.
It's good luck
If
with
we
the coffee?
do it with champagne, we should do it with coffee as well. So
True.
it's my absolute pleasure to be here
Uh-huh.
and to inspire your audience as well.
That's lovely.
We met just yesterday, and
Yeah.
it's an amazing chemistry. You have your very own amazing person in the country, so you should definitely share this video with your loved ones because it's going to be quite a talk today.
I wanted to ask you, how do you find Tirana? It's like your first visit in Tirana?
Yes, it's my first visit, and I've told you yesterday that I'm not getting used to the Albanian time.
Why? What it is? What's wrong with our time?
It's not wrong. Still, I was raised in Romania, where if someone said that I should be there at 10, I was at 10:45. And I worked a lot with myself to be disciplined. And now...
Oh, to be on time?
Yes, to be on time, maybe 15 minutes earlier, because I work with Switzerland, Germany, London, and so on, and you cannot be late.
Now let's talk about the beginning. You were raised in
I was raised in Romania.
Romania.
Yes.
So you were originally from Romania.
Yes, born and made,
and
self-made.
Self-made in Romania. What's so good about the Romanian soil that brings you like that? I mean, how was your childhood?
So, I come...
She decided about this coffee, huh?
about my childhood.
Yeah.
So I was raised by amazing people.
Really?
Yes, they are amazing people, and I love them. I'm saying hi to my mom and dad right now if they are watching this interview. I was raised in Brasov, and it was very important for me to study because my father.
Brasov?
Yes, in Brasov.
It's like next to Bucharest, or it's like,
pretty close, 3 hours late.
how should we know where Brasov
It's near Dracula's castle.
Okay.
Yes, so
okay. Next to
that's
that
the
castle.
Yes.
But you don't drink blood.
No,
Okay.
haven't tried it yet.
Don't try. They say once you try it, really for the blood.
Yes. So I've started working at 15, and then
15?
Yes.
Why so young?
I like money.
Really?
I like money. My parents got divorced, and each one of them gave me money. And they didn't know what the amount they each gave me. So I wanted, for example, one of them gave me 10 euros, the other one 20. but I wanted to do 200.
Oh.
So I started working as an assistant for someone, and then I did 2 bachelor degrees. I have a law degree, and then I got hired in a corporation, and 16 years fast forward, I'm here with my own business.
How did your childhood impacted on you?
See
You're
that-
an only child? Do you have siblings?
I have a step sister now, yes, because my father got remarried. It was very interesting for me to see their habits, where they were married and separate.
Okay.
And then the idea got born inside of me to be independent. And I told myself I will never get married because I want to be independent, until I found my husband and I proposed him. But that's another story.
Oh no, did you propose him?
Yes, I did. I did propose, yes. Because
You were on your knees telling him like, do you want to marry me?
that's another funny story, Flori. So in fact, we had a bike crash. We were going with a bike, and he tried to go past me, and our bikes got intertwined.
Okay.
I fell, he fell, he didn't have anything, thank God, but I got 3 ligaments broken and a paralysis. So I got surgery, I was on the verge of losing the ability to walk, and in that moment, I had to make a decision. Am I a victim? Or am I going to do something with my mindset to get myself back on track? While staying on bed, I stayed in bed for 3 months.
Okay.
With my surgery and all. I found amazing doctors. I doubled my business. I was working with clients, so I'm having goosebumps.
Yeah.
Working with clients and meditating in order for me to heal my body.
Okay.
Because they were telling that my nerve was broken. And I entered every medical consultation and I said, no, it's not broken. And they said, you crazy woman, it's broken. The medical thing says it's broken. And I said, no, it's not. What do you say that when we entered the surgery, in fact, it was not broken? And they only operated the ligaments.
Wow.
So mind work, it's something incredible. Then I used a stick to walk for 2 years. It was a silly joke that I made that I was in a fight with an old lady to get that stick.
Yeah.
His name was Flames. So I was a 20-something-year-old young lady with a business on a stick. So it was quite an entry.
For sure.
Yes. But that story determined me to impact 10 million people in order for them to work with their minds, to earn the money they want, and to unlock themselves from every possible belief they have that's limiting them on any area of their life. And this is how I met you, actually.
That's how we met. But that's how you met even your husband?
Yes. Yes, because we were colleagues. I worked in a corporation.
Okay.
And he used to ask me out for 8 months. And I was super, super busy. I was a sales agent. That's before my crash. I was super busy. And one day I just went into a personal development course with my teacher there. And I said, I want to manifest my husband. I want to manifest. And he said, you know what? You cannot manifest your husband. You have to do things. And then I got my phone and I said, okay, who I can date now? Okay, this guy that's been calling me for 8 months now.
Really?
Yeah, and I asked him out.
Okay.
And from the second day, we moved in.
What did you write to him?
Hi, let's go out.
Okay.
And he was like, oh, come on, I don't want to go out with you anymore.
Really? Because he was annoyed by you?
Yes, he was annoyed.
You refusing him?
It's for sure he was annoyed because I was pretty crazy. And then the next day I asked him to move in with me. And after the crash...
To live with you?
Yes, we lived. We started living. We're married for 7 years now. But after the crash, that happened 6 months from the beginning of our official relationship, I was sitting on my bed, wasn't able to move, wasn't able to go for water even because I was on crutches in pain. I was crying. And I said, you know, I always wondered if the person I will marry will stay with me in sickness and in health. So I realized I created myself sickness to prove myself that he will.
Okay.
And then I said on the couch in our living room, and I said, you know, honey.
Just you and him.
Yes, you know, honey, with a paper ring, I really want to be with you forever.
Did he say yes?
Well, 7 years later and 3 cats later, yeah, you managed to make me cry. So yes, he said yes. I'm not crying because he said yes.
Okay.
To make sure. And yeah, he's my biggest supporter. Yeah, he's such an amazing person.
Was it at any point the fear of being alone when you are in that phase of your life? That maybe you're gonna lose their ability to walk, and maybe you would not have the opportunity to meet someone else, or we have heard the stories, for example, or where the partners have left.
No, my dear. So it was, I didn't propose out of fear. I just proposed because I perceived life is too short not to live it fully.
Now that you told me that story, the proposal story, what did your friends say about that?
So we live in a pretty traditional country.
Okay.
And I was myself expecting a marriage proposal with a horse, or with a super expensive ring, with a super expensive luxury car.
Really?
And then I decided, you know what? Marriage is about me, not about my family, not about, it's with the person I will be in my house for the entire rest of my days. So if that relationship is not working, I couldn't care less about my family's opinion. I love them so much, and my friends.
For sure.
And that's why we had a 16-person wedding.
16?
16, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Për të mos humbur asnjë prej intervistave në Real People, bëni subscribe në kanalin e Euronews Albania.